God damn it, dude, this guy. This guy is actually pushing my stool in. Oh, that gives him the 20s. Oh my goodness, that's actually kinda insane, bro. You guys realize what this guy did? That's an infinite loop. We'd be in a world of pain. I still think we are, but we might not be. Let's see. Surprisingly, it didn't cost me that much to actually handle this. Dollhouse Druid is still pretty cracked if you really know how to play it, so in this video I'm gonna try to give you a quick guide about it, talk about mulligans, win rates, as well as some general tips so you know what you could be expecting with as well as against this deck. It's far from the easiest deck to pilot well, but if you know what you should be looking for, it's much easier. So I hope you find the guide helpful, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be great, but now let's get into the video.
You are not prepared!
Here's several different iterations of Dollhouse Druid doing quite well right now, with decently small sample size, but still well above 50% win rate. But the variant I actually played is something I saw some top Legend players have been using with great success, and this is what the variation looks like. The card that stands out would be Best in Shell here, and with this thing you could be saving yourself against some aggressive decks. Even though it is a little bit on the expensive side, you do have ways to cheat it out a little bit sooner with things like Innervates, New Heights, and heck, even with the 2-mana Trail Mix. Another interesting thing about this deck is you don't have Incendious in here, which personally I feel like it's not amazing, because that can definitely give you tons of extra damage later on if you set it up right, but it's also a little bit on the risky side because you might actually end up drawing the Incendious stuff without having the spell damage on, which also would not be ideal. Other than that, the rest of the cards are pretty standard stuff. We have a couple of Innervates so we can do some things quicker, Arcanite Revelations help you thin out the deck as well as you could get lucky discounting some important spells, Living Roots is one of your few spells that can actually go face, so be careful where you're using it. Seabreeze Chalices are gonna help you control the board. A couple of Bottomless Toy Chesticles will help you get yourself even extra important cards like extra Dollhouses, extra Sparkling Files, or anything else you might need. The Magical Dollhouses, they have free charges, so you could be very liberal with the first couple of uses, so don't save them only for the OTK obviously. The first few tries you could be using them just for a bigger better swipe or a chalice, or heck even just for a doubled Bottomless Toy Chest, but make sure to leave yourself one for the OTK later, and also keep track when the location is going to be open for you, because that also could give a signal for the opponent to be pushing or playing it slow. Story of Barnabas is also pretty good in here. A lot of the time you are going to be getting the extra armor out of this, because without Incendious that's one less minion that doesn't give you armor, so the only low roll here would be at least the Navigator, and that's really about it. Everything else is more powerful than that. The Trail Mix could set you up for great success, but a lot of times you're probably going to be using this so you can actually curve off better, like a turn-free Mista Vista, for instance, could be pretty awesome. And also keep in mind that if you do actually do this, it's gonna be kind of a dead giveaway for the opponent to try and cockblock you somehow with a Cult Neophyte or something like that. The New Heights are also pretty awesome, giving you a lot of extra mana to work with. Sparkling Files, absolutely amazing. These go face, but also you could be doing all sorts of different cool things, including loading up your Mista Vista with one of them. And that way, when the Mista Vista journey ends, that is gonna give you the 2 extra discount because of this thing getting casted. But also the main way you're going to be using this would be with a couple of locations, Aulonius, and go face with this, and that is going to give you a 0 mana Sleep Under the Stars, which allows it to actually refresh yourself all that 9 mana, or just refresh 6, draw a bunch of cards, that kind of stuff. And also you could be stacking a couple, or heck even more than a couple if you got lucky with the Bottomless Toy Chest, and then finish off with something like a 0 mana Swipe. That a lot of the times is also going to be enough. The Swipe is a very good removal spell for you, as well as something that can go face later, but it is quite expensive, so don't try to just hold it on for the OTK. The Living Roots are much better for the OTK for you because they're much cheaper, and this thing is actually going to help you a lot better to stabilize the board. At least the Navigator is in here, so you have a shot at getting yourself an extra copy of Aulonius for only 1 mana. That would be pretty awesome. You could also get yourself Discover extra spells, but that's not super amazing, and you could also get yourself +1 spell damage for your next spell, so don't think this is going to be an extra Dollhouse for you. No, it only works for a single spell that way. And Midrosil is still pretty broken, gives you a lot of extra refreshes, but the 1 extra mana on it definitely makes it a little bit clunkier just to straight up hold on to, but you still will be holding on to it on your mulligan most probably. Single copy of Ancient of Yore helps you with the card draw as well as a little bit of armor. Mista Vista is also pretty nice in here. Just be careful how much card draw you're gonna get out of this, and also how many Seabreeze Chalices you're gonna use, because that might actually give you some hand size issues, which is not gonna be ideal. But this guy seeing plenty of spells definitely could be awesome, and like I said, you could even cheat yourself extra mana with the help of Sparkling File that way, if you load up Mista Vista with it. The Best in Shell is also interesting in here, gives you a tradable card, which also is gonna protect you. Those 2/7 taunts can definitely buy you a turn or two, and if you don't really need them, you could also just use it for card draw with the tradable tag on it, so that can be pretty nice. Avalonius, obviously for the OTK turn. This guy does double up the spell damage, so if you have a couple of locations on and you play this guy, you're gonna be getting +6 damage on everything you cast. If you get yourself an extra copy of Avalonius with the help of at least the Navigator, however, that ends up being +16 damage, so that would be absolutely insane that way. And you will actually need to be doing this against opponents like Death Knights, Warriors, and something that just gains way too much health against you. Heck, even mages can do that nowadays. So yeah, be careful when you're looking for the doubled up Avalonius. If you don't need them, no need to go as hard as you could. In some cases, you could just go vanilla with a single Avalonius. A couple of locations, that can also be enough. The Sleep Under the Stars could be amazing for you, giving you all of that card draw, mana refresh, and sometimes even armor if you're really in a pinch for it. But like I said, the really good use for it would be to refresh all of your mana back if you manage to cast it for 0 mana thanks to the Sparkling File. Firak can also be pretty awesome in here, gives you a lot of removal, a lot of card draw a lot of the time, but he is pretty random, so be careful playing him too much. And last but not least, we have Ziliax, which could be buying you a turn or two again, with the help of the Twin plus Perfect module. This deck doesn't really have matchups, so we are gonna have to look at the more populated list with Bob and Incendius. So let's take a look on that. And here we can see that you do have plenty of polarizing matchups actually, like Beast Hunter would be pretty hard for you, the Paladins are also pretty nutty, Dummy Warrior can also be pretty disgusting, and Nebula Shaman also on the negative. As for the Mulligan, again, let's use the populated variant. And here going first and second, New Heights is always gonna be great, Arcanite Revelation, Location still MVP, Story of Barnabas also pretty nice, Dollhouse straight up, Elise, and depending on the matchup, Seabreeze Chalice might also make sense. On the coin, the situation is not much different, so mulligan accordingly. All around, that's it for the deck. It's definitely not the cheapest and it's not the easiest to play, but if you're up for a challenge and you want to be spanking some people with this druid list, this definitely could help you out. Hope you found the guide helpful. Now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top legend with it. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, against the Death Knight. Shouldn't be too hard here. Unless they zerg the shit out of me nice and early. Let's go like this. The others are okay-ish at best. Any 2020 decks, perhaps. We're playing 2024 decks here, man. Both locations operational would be great. Alrighty then. Not ideal. Bottomless toy chusticle. There you go. There's your egg deck. Egg deck. Let's see what this do. I'd still rather New Heights if I get it. There you go. It ain't luck if you call it, guys. Can't stress this enough. Next turn I could just miss the Vista. The order of things has been important. Taunt or Rush? Yeah, Rush on the egg, kinda amazing, isn't it? Taunt on the Rush would be insane though. But Rush on the egg is kinda on the... what do you mean, what do you mean? Okay, let's get this guy involved. Oh, the 2020? Yeah, I guess. Don't on that. Could be good. Rush on the egg also would have been nice. So if you can actually buff it, you can do something, you know? Gets an extra copy, damn son. Let's just swipe that ass. Feels stupid to coin out the extra location, but also floating mana feels stupid. I could just Story of Barney Boy. Wasteful use of the coin, but still. Okay, that ain't too bad. Could give this egg some bloodlust bullshit. Oof, Wind Fury on that Zephyrus though. Dude's going for me, yeah. Good news is next turn this guy gives me coin. Okay, this is also pretty nutty by the way. In this case, I'm gonna go like this. I'll actually just go like this. And like this, no need to swipe that ass. Okay, this way we're not gonna be drawing way too many cards when What's-His-Face starts doing things. We're also gonna be able to do Zilliax next turn. That's gonna give me a coin, also a discount out of the solar. Although if the solar lands on that... God damn it, dude, this guy. Forgot about the location, by the way. But damn, this guy is actually pushing my stool in. Oh, that gives him the 20s. Oh my goodness, that's actually kind of insane, bro. You guys realize what this guy did? That's an infinite loop. Isn't that gonna kill the 20s, though? No, it's not. It's not, because it's not infinite. Well, thank fuck I'm getting the What's-His-Face guy right now, because if I wasn't, we'd be in a world of pain. I still think we are, but we might not be. Let's see. That was kind of unbelievable, though. Okay, I can pull off Zilliax right now. But damn. Ooh, we got damn. Insane. Dude got D-nuts there, though. D-nuts.
What dreams make
Well, I just gotta pray. Fuck that guy in particular. That was kinda insane, though. Should not have a great way to handle these Ziliaxes. Surprisingly, it didn't cost me that much to actually handle this. Thank fuck we set it up nicely with Mista Vista though. But yeah, this egg is actually onto something with Elise and whatnot. Okay, still healing. That's still eating 20.
I must think.
Could just do the swipes. Not gonna do much else this turn though. But I gotta.
I must think.
If I involve a Midrasil... Nah. It's probably not a very bright idea to be doing it right now, but it's not the worst. I might need to stabilize, because now he could just put down a couple of big Ziliaxes. Oh shit. Fucking killed me, dude. Unbelievable. Dude zerged the shit out of me. That Zephyr's definitely provided for his location now, didn't it? Jesus, that was disgusting. That was disgusting. Still kind of funny though. Those eggs really start popping. We held as much as we could, but we couldn't hold much longer.
I never turned down a good brawl. My long slumber has ended.
Okay, against the Rogo. The story of Barney Boy is cool. The rest can go. Yeah, it's pretty fun indeed, Dotto, as long as you don't face it every second game though. That ain't too bad. I'd go with Dollhouse here, so next turn we New Heights, turn after Mista, and then Story of Barney Boy would not be the worst thing to repeat, but he had other plans, sadly. Okay, big boy in the hoose. Yikes. I'd rather kill this thing. It's not very bright spending too much of your damaging spells, but we have more where that came from. It's just a lowly rogue, so he won't get too much armor or anything like that. All we need is a couple of spells to wreck him, and one of those spells will be Sparkling File. The other one could just be a swipe. Or the second copy at Outletting Roots. Or the second Sparkling File. Okay, apparently we drew some playable. I don't need that right now. That man's getting nice and chunky. That Ember. See this first. Actually, Shamidra still could give me... Both can do the same thing. I'll still start a Midrasil though. Okay, that's cute and all. Not so hot. Should I blast through this? It's gonna fill my hand with that shit, but it's not the worst thing in the world to have against this guy.
What dreams may come.
I shouldn't overdraw. Next turn we should be able to do stuff. Because this thing is gonna get very big, and it's gonna pop out soon. Gotta be careful. That's all we do. Okay, this thing popped out, and it's big as hell. Good news is my Mista Vista is also popping out, and I'm gonna have a lot of mana with this guy too. This thing ready for the second time. It might be crazy enough to work as is. Or, you know, I could just go with good old faithful Firak. Jacques Firak. Stop murdering me, yo. Oh god. Coin Firak. Let the popcorn fly. Alrighty then. So far so good. That 4-8 kills me if I don't put shit on the boards, and I will. Well, it's go time, guys. I'm gonna have to blast with Aulonius here and pretend that is explosive trap, by the way. We know that much. Please don't attack the 4-7. Okay. Could just do this. Could just do this then.
I must think.
Let's just do this, man. Wow, that was lucky. Should have used this first, by the way. Could just go face with this. Could also just chalice all those times. I think I'd spend the big mana here. Isn't this involving This does involve Innervate. I have way too much mana at this point, it's fine, guys. Surely. I think it's fine, chat. We gotta last one more turn now, and turn after we explode. It is surviving, but I do believe we're winning after that. It was risky going for Alonia's play there. As you guys saw, we did not top deck damage. We could have discovered Bottomless. Bottomless into one of the Sparkling Files was gonna be lethal, but I think going the safe route here probably is gonna win it for us. Could also Ferrek. Mm-hmm. I'm a Ferrek it. That's mildly annoying. Why are you doing this turn, bro? Both my locations are closed for this turn. What is wrong with you? I'm full health, I could just craft myself a double location and next turn kicking his teeth. Or I could just Ferrek. I'll just Ferrek. Hopefully we don't burn too much, because I still need a file. That ain't too bad. Okay. He knew where that one was going. We didn't win the traditional way, but we just exhausted his bullshit, basically. We answered his bullshit, we didn't get to do our bullshit, but bullshit had been done. Death Knight is cracked right now, huh? Why didn't I think of that?
My long slumber has ended.
This looks fine. Not running Incendious in this one feels wrong, but I don't know. Could go for Mista Vista next turn. Sounds stupid, but I think I'll do it. Turn 3, 5/5. Also repeating all of those is gonna give me a lot of gasage. Yeah, everybody has to be happy, guys. Everybody. That is supposed to include us, though. I don't know. Okay, next turn I can double up the Bottomless Toy Chesticle. Turn after Story. Oof. Just get a good amount of draw like this. Let's fuck off with some of these suckers. Next turn we're gonna go Story with a couple of these probably, unless we get new heights. I'm gonna try with Story still, one less bad card for these to pull. Guess he wants more corpses, that's why he made that trade. Even though it didn't make too much sense, it does now. It's a lot of shits. More Arcanites, you say? This is the last turn, so I'd rather do some of this. Wow. If I innervate this turn, I also get innervate next turn. We are drawing 3 cards so far. 4. 4 cards. Could just point out second location. I think I'd do that. I don't think card draw is that important at this point. We have enough. The innervate could be important for me to get Zilly faster, but let's hope it ain't. How's it going, sweet lord? Welcome. Does it for the card draw. He also board locks him though. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. That is also not bad. Yeah, things are going our way here. Things are going our way. Let's pull another story. That is not bad either. A Midrisil, you say? Well, I mean, at this point, we're kind of ready to start blasting, aren't we? Could also go with this guy, keep that cyclage going, but this is just far better. It does give him a target to fuck with. That ain't too bad. In a couple of turns, he dead. I need to spend something next turn, however. Playing Yor does burn a card for me. That gives him a lot of corpses. No target for my chalice. No target for my chill ass. We do have both locations ready right now. But next turn... Next turn we get to even do this. I will have to burn a card for that to work though. Guess I will. Technically I could waste this. Burning off a file would not be fun. But I probably don't need to do it. Nah. We just do this and next turn we finish him off. Another swipe just in case. So yeah, next turn we're gonna discount by 6 for this. With the refresh out of this, we're gonna be able to refresh all of that mana, so this man is as good as dead. Cool story, Bob. Bit too late for that. Oh, it's actually even 0. I'm so good at mathing. Didn't even get the second file, but that was not needed. Yeah, it was discounting to 0. Forgot about the 2 it has on its own. It is what it is. Okay, can we see something other than dicks? Enough dicking around, game. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm down with that. I'll hold the whole thing, even the innervate. That also is gonna help. I'd rather do this given the swipe and the Seabreeze Chalice potential. We might need him. He's bandaging. Not in a hurry to give him a target then. Do I still kill it though? We are on a clock against this guy too. I'd use it here. Next turn I'm gonna coin out a Midrasil, start getting those. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting, but so is ours. Let's not pretend we're better than that.
Come closer, critters.
Gotta get Midrasil out ASAP, because this guy is gonna start doing nasty things against us really, really soon. Like, he can actually OTK us around turn 7. It's extra disgusting because it doesn't do what it says it does either. Like, it really doesn't do what it says it does. It literally says after healing that the other guy attacks, and the other guy attacks before the healing actually happens to the hero. Right now, these 2/2s do actually pose a meaningful threat, by the way. I really would be happier if they were gone. I'd actually do it like this. Couple of Arcanites ain't bad. And I will swipe these assholes, because if we don't, if he plays his big guy right now, the end turn effect is actually gonna happen as healing, and it is gonna attack me. Oh shit, please tell me you didn't get that guy super big right now. Next turn he is dead. Question is, do I have 2 more turns? Because I don't know if I should be using this right now. Let me use one of these, see what happens. Extra damage. No, I don't think he's dead next turn if I don't get more stuff, so I'd rather do this. That's not bad at all. Okay, didn't want to burn a card, I guess. He has 7 mana to play the big idiot. How big is that idiot, though? I don't want to give him a way to kill off the 5/4, I can tell you that much. He does have 2 healings plus a hero power. How big is that thing? If it's +4 +5... It's gonna be 8 damage per? Still not dead, right?
Time waits for no one.
This is not very amazing, but it does deny a little bit of extra damage. It also cost me a little bit of extra healing, though. Next turn I can get 0 mana Sleep Under the Stars, so that's always gonna be great. Okay, it's just a 6/7, it's not that big a deal. Doesn't do shit with it. Well, I think he did. I don't need a copy. Okay. Did not give me a second file. So we have 10. I'm seeing 18, guys. This could be it, though. Got him. Well, it was 50-50 lethal, but we... No, it was 50-50 lethal there. That was risky. Was kinda risky, but we take him where we can, I guess. I don't know, chief.